Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I have the MIOFIVE S1 dash cam and we're going to go over the menu, we're going to go all the settings, and we're going to show you how to set your settings. And then we're going to show you all the icons and what they represent. So the first thing I like to do is go over the buttons on the side here. And for the top one, which is the one up here, is the up button. That would also get you into the album. That way you could play back videos and see your videos. The one underneath that one here is the settings button. And it's also the back button. Underneath that one is the down button, but it's also the emergency lock button. So let's see how that works. So let's say you're driving and you see an incident, but it's not happening to you. So what you do is you hold down this button once to get to that sub menu, and then you hold it down. And you can see the recording emergency video is happening. And at the bottom, you see a green status bar. When that green status bar ends, that means the video that you have locked is saved. Now, if the incident is still going on, continue to press the emergency video button. All right, now the next button under that is the OK button. Now that we went over the buttons, let's go over the menu. Okay, now let's get into the menu. We're going to hit the settings icon once and then one more time. And the first one you see is your connect to your phone menu. All right, if we select that one by selecting OK, you get into the connect your phone menu. And the first one that's highlighted is connect via Wi-Fi. And if we select that one by pressing OK, it gives you your Wi-Fi information. Now, if you want to turn it off, you could simply hit the OK button and it'll turn off your hotspot. I'm going to leave it on, so I'm going to go ahead and hit OK again, and it's going to turn it on. Now, it also gives you the name of the Wi-Fi network to log into, and in the bottom is your password. So if you ever forget your password, it's right there. All right, we're going to back arrow out of that. And the next one down is mobile app download. We're going to hit OK. And if you'd like to download the app, you could do it right here. Just scan the QR code. All right, we're going to get out of there. We're going to go down one for Wi-Fi channel. We're going to hit OK. And it gives you 5 gigahertz or 2.4 gigahertz. I'm going to leave mine on 5 gigahertz. That way, when I'm downloading files from the dash cam to my cell phone, it'll be a faster transfer rate. Okay, I'm going to get out of that one by hitting the back arrow. And we're going to hit the back arrow one more time. And we're going to move one to the right. And you see recording settings. We're going to hit OK, and we're going to get in there. And right here, we've got the recording settings and one of 3 menus. So we're going to go through all of them. Now, the first one is emergency video settings. This is your G sensor. We're going to hit OK to get into there. You could disable it. You could go low, medium, or high. Now, if you disable it, it's not going to save that video because you disabled it. You could set yours on low, medium, or high. I set mine on low. If you live in an area where there's high traffic and you might get bumped during your traffic travel, you could set it to medium or high. But the higher the sensitivity, the more the G sensors will be activated. The more G sensor files you have, the less space you're going to have for loop recording. The good thing is MIOFIVE offers up to 512 gigabytes micro SD card space. And my recommendation is always get the maximum card. That way you have enough space for your G-sensor files and your loop recording, because G-sensor and loop recording go hand in hand. For more information on G-sensor and loop recording, I'll put a link in the description down below. This is a must for dash cam users. All right, I'm going to get out of there by hitting the back key. The next one down is your parking guard sensitivity. We're going to hit OK. In order to use this, you must have a HARDWIRE kit installed. Now, right now I have mine set to disabled. Make sure you subscribe to JD Answers because I'll be installing the MIOFIVE HARDWIRE kit into this dash cam. I'm going to show you step by step on how to install the HARDWIRE kit into your vehicle. Now, say you have one on, you could select low, medium, or high. But remember, the higher sensitivity, the more G sensor will be activated. But in this case, you may want this during your parking guard because it'll catch anybody that's sitting on your hood, somebody that bumps your car when they're backing up, or shopping cart hitting your vehicle. So this is your preference, but right now I have it disabled because I don't have a HARDWIRE kit installed. All right, we're going to back arrow out of that. And the next one down is your resolution. We're going to hit OK. And right now it's set to 4K. But if we get in there by pressing OK, there's other choices. You got 2K and Full HD. Now, I purchased this dash cam for the 4K resolution, so I'm going to leave that on there. It's your preference on what you want to set. All right, I'm going to back arrow out of that. I'm going to back arrow one more time, and we're going to go down to time lapse. And right now, it's disabled. In order to use the time lapse, you need to have a hardwire kit installed to your vehicle, because this works only during parking mode. Now, if you're on a flight and your car is going to be parked for 24 hours at a parking garage, you could select 24 hours and then the time lapse will be on. This is going to save a lot of dry space and files in your micro SD card. Because what's it going to do is it's going to be 1 frame per second. So when you review your footage, it's going to look like it's on fast forward. But you're still going to be able to catch details if anybody bumps your car or somebody sits on your car. So if you're parking for 16 hours, you could set there 8 hours or even 4 hours. All right, so what I'm going to do is go back up to and disable this because I don't have a hardwire kit installed at this moment. We're going to back arrow one more time out. And the next one down is your microphone. And we're at 2 of 3 menus. Now here, you could set this off or on. Right now, I just turned it off, or you can set it back on. What this does is records everything in your cabin. Now, my recommendation is to leave it on. In case you're in an accident or somebody walks up to your car, you can record the conversation. All right, next one down is your speaker volume. We're going to hit OK. Now, right now, I set mine on medium, but I'm actually going to set it one more down to high. I'm going to hit OK, because as the dash cam is giving you alert, you'll be able to hear them. I always have my music on, so that's why I have it on high. That way I hear the alerts. Now, this is your preference. You could set it to low if you like, and that way you just hear a little bit. All right, I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to go down one to data overlay, and we're going to hit OK. Now, this is all the stamp features that go on your footage, or you can see on your live view. And right now, the first one is your logos. So if you take that off, you're not going to see the MIOFIVE logo on your dash cam or your footage. If you go down one more, you hit OK, you could turn the date off, or you could set the date as your preference. Or you could set the date in whichever preference you like. But we're going to go ahead and turn off the timestamp, because I'm going to show you the footage after we've gone through each one. I'm going to back arrow. Speed display, this is your miles per hour and your G sensor on your dash cam footage or even your live stream. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Unit display, we're going to go down. We're going to hit OK. Now this is if you want to select kilometers or miles per hour. I live in the US, so I use miles. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it on there. We're going to back arrow out of there and back arrow one more time, one more time, one more time. All right, I want you to notice the bottom here where there's nothing displayed. So now we're going to go back into settings and we're going to turn on all the logos. All right, we're going to go back out and now you see the information on there. Recording. The only thing you don't see here is the MIOFIVE logo, but that will be in your dash cam footage. We're going to get back into the settings and we're going to go to the next one, which is battery power parking monitoring. So what this does is it's going to monitor your battery when your hardwire kit is installed. It's going to let you know when your voltage has reached a certain level. So this is good to have. But right now, I don't have a hardwire kit installed. I'm going to hit OK to turn that off. All right, next one down is your exposure. And we're going to get into that one. We're going to hit OK. And right now, I have it on +4 because the screen is a little dark. But I'm going to go and hit select OK. And you could adjust it to what you need. This is your preference on what you want to set it. All right, I'm going to back arrow out of there one more time. And we're finished with the menu here. There's 3 of 3. So let's go to the next one. We're going to hit back arrow out. And the next one is algorithm. And we're going to select OK. All right, so we select that one. We're going to hit OK. You got fatigue driving alarm, harsh driving alert, and stop and go reminder. So the fatigue driving alarm is if you're on a road trip every 2 hours, the dash cam is going to alert you that it's time to take a break. So at 2 hours, the 4-hour mark, 6-hour mark, and the 8-hour mark, it's going to remind you to keep taking a break. All right, the next one down is your harsh driving alert. So what that is you brake too hard or you have a sudden increase in speed or decrease in speed, it's going to alert you. And at that time, when it alerts you, if you need to save that video by pressing the emergency video button, you could do that at that time. The next one down is your stop and go reminder. So when you're in a stoplight and there's a car in front of you, when the car moves, and if you don't go with the traffic, it's going to tell you keep up with traffic. So it's basically telling you that the car in front of you is moving. All right, so I'm going to get out of that since we've gone over those, and we're going to go to camera calibration, and we're going to hit OK. So what you see here is a horizontal line and a vertical line. So right now you see a horizontal line and a vertical line, and it wants you to align it with the road. All right, here you go. You can see the horizon there, and you can see how the line is right on the road there. And there is a check mark to let you know that that is the best placement for the camera calibration. All right, so once you set yours, your camera will be displayed in the correct location. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get out of that. We're going to go back to our settings. And we've gone through the whole menu of algorithm. I'm going to go down one more, and there's more settings. So let's get in that one. And right now it's restore default. So we said OK. And it says, are you sure you want to reset everything? And right now we don't, because we're setting this as we go. So I'm going to select no. And the next one down is LCD off. We're going to select OK. Now you can set it to turn off after 30 seconds, after 1 minute, or always on. Now I'm doing a review in this dash cam, so I'm leaving it on. Now if you don't want it to distract you while you're driving, you can set it to 30 seconds. So once you start your car, in 30 seconds, it's going to turn off. So even before probably you leave your driveway, the dash cam will be off. This is your preference on how you want to set it. I'm going to go ahead and back arrow out of that, and we're going to go to the screen display theme, and we're going to hit OK. So there's two choices you could have, the dash cam style or clock style. Now the dash cam style is basically the live view stream. If you choose clock style, what's going to happen is it's going to turn it to a date and time on there. All right, I'm going to put it back on dash cam style because I want to continue to see this as I do my review. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to back arrow that. The next one is format memory card. We're going to hit OK. So pretty much like anything when you format, it's telling you, are you sure you want to erase everything off your micro SD card? And you can choose yes or no. Just make sure you save any files to your computer before you do this, because when you format your micro SD card, it's also erasing your emergency lock videos. All right, I'm going to choose no because I don't want to do this at the moment. We're going to go down one, and the next one is date and time, and we can see in the 2 at 2 menu right now. We're going to select OK. And right now, this is the time. We're year 2024, 3/20, and the time is 9:37. So if you like to change any of this, let's see. Let's hit the bottom arrow to get into at least the hour. In order to change this, you have to change individual numbers. You can't just go up and it'll go to 9, 10, 11. So if you want to change this to, say, 11 a.m., you select OK, and you can see how the time is changing. And you see it goes 0, 1, 2. So if we want to go to 11, we select 1, and then we down arrow to the next one, and again you hit OK to start changing 1. There you go. Now if you want to set it to 11, you're there. Once you're done setting it, you hit the back arrow key to get out. So that's how you change your time and date if you like. I'm going to back arrow out of that. And the next one down is your time sync method. We're going to select OK. You could sync your dash cam to your GPS, or you could sync it to your mobile app time. And of course, the mobile app is basically your cell phone. So this is your preference on how you want to set it. Right now, I got to set it on GPS. All right, I'm going to back arrow out of that. And the next one time is your GPS information. We're going to hit OK. And as long as you see lines in there, that means it's working. If it's all dark, it's all flat, then it's not working. All right, and there you go. It has your time, your date, on everything right in there. All right, what we're going to do is arrow back out and go down to language. We're going to select OK. So if you'd like to change your language at this time, you could do that. I live in the US, so it's English. All right, I'm going to back arrow one more time out of there. And let's see what the next one down is. We're back at restore defaults. All right, let's see what's next. We're going to back arrow out of that. We're going to move over one. We're going to select OK. And device information, we're going to select OK. And there you go. It has all the information. All right, we're going to back arrow out of that. We're going to go down to legal and regulatory. We're going to select OK. And there you go. There's the information there. All right, we're going to back arrow out of that one more time till we get to the main screen. All right, so here again, the sub menu, you see, if we click it one more time, you have the settings which we went to, and then we had the emergency video that we went to. Now, the last one we need to go into is the album. That way you can see all your playback videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to click up one, and then we're going to click it one more time. All right, so we're at loop recording. Let's go ahead and get in there by selecting OK. And right here, you have one of 435 videos because all these loop recordings are 1 minute. So to go down, you hit the down arrow and it's going to keep going to your next. And you can see we're on the 9th field. So we're going down to all these videos. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to select one. We're just going to hit OK, but I'm going to arrow down till we get to a different video because all these are me talking in the car, but I want you to see the actual movement going on. All right, going back up. All right, this one's highlighted. We're going to hit OK.
Start recording.
All right, so you can see my car backing up. But I want you to notice this menu here. If we select OK one more time, you'll see there's a delete button, a back button to get out of here, and a pause button. So if you want to pause this video at any time to capture some information, you could do that. So I'm going to wait for a certain moment. Okay, you see that car? We're going to hit mute, and everything is still on the camera. So that means it's on mute. So we're going to hit play to continue. Oh, there you go. And now it's continue. But also they have information of the video here. If we select OK again, you can see the timestamp moving. You can see the length of time, and then you can see the date and time that this was taken. All right, so we're going to hit OK. Now, what I want to do is delete it. So we're going to go to the top button, press delete. And it says, are you sure you want to permanently delete this file? We're going to hit yes. All right, now it went to the next one because that one was deleted. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit OK to get to the sub menu. But I want you to notice something here. I want you to notice the MIOFIVE because we're looking at the actual footage. So remember we were talking about those data overlays and the logo. This is the logo that's on the footage, is the MIOFIVE S1. All right, let's do it OK to the sub menu. We're going to get out of there one more time. And we're going to time lapse, but there's no videos. Back arrow, emergency videos, here we go. And these are the ones we took in the vehicle. So if we select one, which is the first one to the top left, we're going to hit OK. Again, same menu on there. Everything's the same. If you want to delete it, you want to pause it, or if you want the information. Now let's hear this for one time. All right, so you heard me talking in there. So you got all the voice action during the video. All right, I'm going to hit the OK button to get the sub menu. Back arrow one more time out. And I'm going to do it one more time. We're going to go right one. Parking guard. Don't have any videos at the moment. Back arrow. Photos. All right, now these are some photos that I took with the app. So right here, you're one of 3 photos. We're going to select OK. All right, so but I want you to notice the information on the side and the top again. This is 1 of 3 video, the date and time. Now, if you want to go to the previous photo or the next one, you could choose those arrows there. Or you can hit delete to delete this file. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this one. I'm going to press it one more time. And it says, are you sure you want to delete this? We're going to hit yes. And here you got 1 of 2 now instead of 3. We're going to back arrow one more time out. And there you are to the main screen. So that's how you view your photos and your videos. But let's arrow out of that, arrow back one more time.
Start recording.
And now we're back at the main screen. But let's go over all those icons that are on there right now. I'm going to put this cover over the lens so you can see the actual icons that are on there right now. The first icon on there that's not highlighted and has a red line through it is if your rear camera was connected. I don't have a rear camera for this dash cam, so that's why it's not highlighted, and that's why there's a red line going through it. And then the next one to the right of that, which looks similar, but the icon going the opposite way, is your time lapse, and right now is disabled. But let's go ahead and turn on time lapse and parking guard. That way you can see all this information. Okay, I went ahead and turned on all the icons. All right, so now the second one is highlighted in white, so that's indicating that time lapse is on. Now the next one to the right is your resolution, and it's set on 4K. The next one to the right is your GPS signal, and that means it's active. If it was not active, it'll be in red with a line going through it. The next one to the right is your parking guard settings, and since it's in white, it is active. If it was not active, it'll be in red. The next one to the right is Bluetooth, and that's indicating that it is active. And to the right, you have your Wi-Fi, and again, it is active. The next one to the right of that is your microphone, and it is active. If it was not active, it'll be in red with a red line going through it. And then your time and date stamp start from the bottom left. You can see the time zone where it's on, the date, the time, and then to the right of that is your miles per hour. So when you're driving, that will be moving. We went over all the menus, the settings. We went over all the buttons. We went over how to play back videos, how to do emergency lock, and we even went over all the icons. So if this video was helpful for you, please give me that thumbs up. I appreciate that from you. If you're interested in this product, I'll put links in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos, because I got more videos of this dash cam coming out. I have the installation of this dash cam. I have the review of this dash cam. I even have a review on the app, and we go over all the settings. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.